What was the scariest NASA mission ever?
Most people think the scariest NASA mission was the one that ended in seconds, but the scariest one may have lasted for days. In 1970, Apollo 13 was supposed to land on the moon. 3 astronauts were inside. James Lovell, Jack Swigert, Fred Hayes. Everything seemed normal at first. They were already far from Earth, almost close enough to the moon to begin the mission they trained years for. Then they heard a bang. At first, nobody knew what happened. The spacecraft was still there. The crew was still alive. But something was very wrong. Warning lights started appearing. Power was dropping. Oxygen was leaking into space. And then came the message that became famous. Houston, we've had a problem. But the real fear was not the explosion. The real fear was what came after. They were trapped in space. Too far to turn around. Too damaged to continue. And the command module, the spacecraft that was supposed to bring them home, was dying. So NASA made a decision. They moved the crew into the lunar module. A small craft designed to land 2 men on the moon. Not to keep 3 men alive for days. They had to save power, save water, save oxygen. Even their carbon dioxide filters became a problem. The filters from one spacecraft did not fit the other, so engineers on Earth had to build a solution using only items the astronauts had on board: plastic bags, cardboard, hoses, and duct tape. Meanwhile, Apollo 13 kept flying farther from Earth. At one point, they passed behind the moon, and for a short time, Mission Control lost contact. No voices, no signal, just silence. Imagine being in Houston, staring at a screen, knowing 3 men are on the other side of the moon, inside a damaged spacecraft, and all you can do is wait. That is why Apollo 13 is one of the scariest NASA missions ever. Not because everything went wrong at once, but because after everything went wrong, they still had to survive long enough to come home.